Go.
Okay, so I do have opinions on two different theories that I want to talk about. The first opinion that I have is the MK Ultra. I think Braided raises a valid point about why MK Ultra makes people question what the government might still be doing. The program itself is fully documented and undeniably unethical. People were drugged without consent, psychologically tortured, and many victims suffered lifelong damage. The fact that so many files were destroyed before the public even learned about MK Ultra makes it hard to trust that we know the full story. Because of that history, I do believe it's possible that other unethical experiments existed or that some information is still classified. At the same time, I think we have to separate what we know from what we can only suspect. There are stronger ethical rules today than they were in 1950s and 1960s, but secrecy within intelligence agency is still something that makes people uneasy. Overall, I agree that the released documents may not show everything, and the government's past actions justify people's skepticism. MK Ultra shows that without oversight, abuse can happen. So, questioning the completeness of official document is reasonable, even if we even can't say for sure what might still be going on. So, the other theory that I wanna talk about is the Bohemian effect. I think Alex brings up an interesting point about how secrecy naturally creates curiosity, especially when the people involved are wealthy, powerful, or politically influential. Bohemian Group is not a typical club. Its exclusivity, and the fact that past presidents, CEOs, and high officials attend makes it understandable why people question what really happens there. At the same time, the existence of rituals like cremation of care, ceremony performed in front of 40-foot owl statue, definitely adds to the mystery. Even if the ceremony is described as symbolic, it makes sense that people view it as strange or even cult-like. When elite groups gather behind closed doors, away from the public eye, it's natural for conspiracy theories to develop because the lack of transparency leaves space for imagination. However, I also think it's important to recognize that secrecy does not automatically mean something harmful or supernatural is happening. A lot of exclusive social clubs use unusual traditions or symbolism, and the setting alone can make things seem more dramatic than they actually are. Still, the combination of powerful membership, secrecy, and ritualistic symbolism is enough to make people question the purpose of the group. Overall, I understand why Bohemian Grove draws so much attention. The mystery around it doesn't necessarily prove anything extreme, but it does raise fair questions about why such influential people feel the need to meet privately and perform symbolic ceremonies away from the public oversight.